Have you ever felt like you're trying to get better at music production, but you keep hitting this wall? You find yourself gravitating towards the same old thing and getting the same old sounds. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? And I can give you 5 ways to improve your music production skills this year. That's exactly what's going to happen. Let's get into the video. We're going to start off the list at number 1. Make something outside of your normal genre. What I mean by that is if normally you make hip hop music, try making rock music. Or if you're an EDM producer, try making some acoustic and folk music. Maybe you make R&B, try making some metal. What I have found is when I try to shift genres into something I don't normally do, I use my tools in ways I don't normally use them. And also, I tend to find ways of using my production tools that will translate into other places. Some of the best progress from my hip hop mixes has actually come from me learning more about mixing metal and rock. And constantly challenging yourself and what you see as your normal thing is going to make you grow. So for number 2, think about the people who you trust their opinion when it comes to music. Now, I want you to get 5 of those people and have them critique your productions and mixes once a month. Getting regular critiques helps you see the flaws in your current work so you don't keep doing things that are bad habits. Also, you may find things that you don't even realize that are issues. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and the best way to get shown that is by having somebody tell you. I would also try to make some of these 5 people not producers or mixers. That way they're not giving you technical advice, they're giving you more feel and mood advice. Non-production people tend to rely on their instinct and just kind of what they feel and what they hear, and there's a lot that you can learn from that. Number 3 is we're gonna try to collaborate with 3 new people this year. No charging, just making something awesome. We want to keep this as low pressure as possible. It doesn't have to be for a release. You just want to make something fun and try to push yourself outside of your boundaries and learn by working alongside other people. What takes it the extra mile is if you can find somebody at the same level or as just one level above where you see yourself at as a producer or mixer. That way, not only can you learn something from the way that they work, but they can also learn something from you. Especially if you can make this happen in person, you can grow your network in your local area and start learning more about your music scene around you. You can also collaborate online. I've done a couple collaborations myself with some of my friends in the other side of the country, like LA or Nebraska or Texas. But whether it's online or in person, I want you to find 3 people this year to work with and collaborate with on a project. Number 4, find a song that you love and try to replicate that production one for one. Similar to number 1, this is going to help us kind of break bad habits that we have when we do our normal productions. And it's going to let us use our tools that we use normally in a different way, trying to chase a specific sound. Whether it's replicating a beat, a certain 808 sound, a drum tone, or guitar tone, this is all going to help you learn something new and have new tools in your pocket. And if what you make turns out to be really awesome, you can always use it as a portfolio piece to show people what you can do. And before we get to number 5, I want to say thank you so much for watching this far into this video. I put what little time that I have during the week into making these videos for everybody to try to learn and try to teach other people how to get better at producing. So if you enjoy this, drop a subscribe for me and maybe even throw a like on this video. That way it can get out to more people that want to watch this just like you. And lastly, number 5, this year we're going to start reading regularly. Hot take, audiobooks are reading. So if it's physical books or audiobooks, nonfiction or fiction, it does not matter. I just want you to get into reading more this year. So let's set a reasonable goal. Somewhere between 8 and 10 books is a very reasonable goal for you to be able to read this year. And if you're struggling to come up with some books to read this year, I got a video right over here that's going to suggest 5 books that are going to help you grow your business and your production career this year. So why don't you go check that out? Thanks so much for watching the video.